like, and subscribe. First, let's go into a little bit of common sense. When a site tells you to protect your mother over your wife, that site is misleading you. It is that site is taking advantage of the ignorance of women to say that they are equal to a man. Understand this. Who do you think you should protect first? The mother of your children or their grandmother? Who is designed to take care of your children? Who will take the best care of your children? Who will love your children the most? Who has went through the pain of having your children other than your wife? I mean, if a site tells you to value your mother over your children, then they are saying divorce your wife and live with your mother. Because the only way you can protect your mother is to live with your mother. Understand this. Olden times, a man would ask the father for the right to marry his daughter. And he did it because he wanted a family of his own. When the father agreed, if he agreed to allow the man to marry his daughter, then he is turning over the responsibility to protect and provide for his daughter to you. That's why you ask the father, who was her provider and protector. You are taking over his responsibility. He does not need you to provide and protect his wife. That is his job, not yours. Now, if a woman is married and she has children and she has a good husband, she should not divorce him. That marriage is a contract for better or for worse. It does not mean that he provides and protects and then she just ups and leaves with the kids because she is not happy. Marriage is a contract. It is not about being happy, because what is happy becomes sad. What goes up comes down. At the end of the day, when you look back on your marriage, you want to look back with satisfaction of a job well done, of raising children to be of value of society and to continue to be fruitful and multiply. How can you protect your wife and family if you are over your mother's house all the time? Are you expecting your wife to protect the children while you protect your mother? Are you out of your ever loving mind? Now, I try to stay calm because emotions do not work in your favor. Emotions work against you. They take you off track. They interrupt your conversation. They make you act without thinking. But when a man says, I place my mother over my wife, that is some gay stuff. That is some gay stuff. Now, women who raise men don't know how to raise a man. And they will look for their son to take the place of the father. And these mothers will compete with that man's wife for her son's attention. That's why a lot of single, a lot of men who were raised with women and will end up divorced at times when they marry good women, because the mother will break it up and nothing the wife do will be good enough for her son. And then when she retires and get old, she expects her son to take care of her. Whereas if she would have stayed married or married a man and had been submissive, she would not be in that situation depending on her son. And I've seen this. And I've heard women say negative things about their son's wife or about their son's baby mother. And they weren't good mothers. And they weren't good mothers. And they're talking about the man's wife who is a good mother. Understand this. When you marry a woman, she becomes your responsibility. She should be submissive. If she tells you that she is equal to a man, then she is saying that she doesn't need you. And if she doesn't need you, then you don't need to be married to her if she's going to do everything for herself and disrespect you. God creates order. God creates order. Order. Anything that is disorder, that is out of nature, is evil, and it creates chaos and disharmony in the family. When you marry a woman, she is your responsibility. This is why men don't file for divorce, because we are hot-wired to provide and protect. Instinctively, we don't leave, because even if we're not getting along with her, we're going to want to provide and protect. A woman once told me that she had this man's baby because she wanted to make a man out of him. I asked her, what did she know about being a man? And she said nothing. You see, women should not have babies by men who have not selected them. Women should not have babies by men who did not select them. This is why men control relationships, but women control babies. And a woman should not have a man's baby if he is not wanting to provide and protect for her. Evidently, he doesn't see her as a woman that he wants to be his wife. He doesn't trust her. He doesn't trust her. Or he's simply not attracted to her in that way. But even a man who was raised by a woman that was masculine and taught him that women were masculine, if he marries a submissive woman, his natural instinct to provide and protect will kick in the longer they are in that relationship, and she is submissive. Eventually, his natural instinct, which he was born with, is going to take over, providing she is submissive and shows that she needs his help. The worst thing that you can do if you're raising kids is provide for them everything and don't make them work for nothing. They will be dependent upon you. For women, it is just the opposite. You were created to be dependent upon men. Men were built to be stronger and quicker to provide and protect you. Women, you can't do it all. You can't walk around pregnant and protect yourself. You can't breastfeed babies and protect yourself. This is why you need men. It's common sense. But understand this, men, any site that tells you to place your mother over your wife are women haters. Any site that tells you to put your mother over your wife is woman's hater, is a woman's hater. That is your father's job. And your mother should have married the right man. And even if she married the wrong man, if she is submissive, his natural instincts will take over. All she has to do is tell him what she needs and tell him this is your job. Now, this doesn't mean buy her a Rolls Royce. This does not mean take her out to $200 dinners. A good woman is a woman who protects the family's money. A good woman is a woman who protects the family's money. A good woman is a woman who protects a man's money, not some woman who goes out and get Brazilian butt lifts and all this other nonsense. Because what a man wants and desires is respect. Respect. Total respect, which comes down to submission. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.